Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My son is here. He's gonna make noise, so you're gonna bear with me. So these are raisins, you can see. So I wanna be talking to you while I'm making these raisins. I'm gonna be making while we talk, especially talking to you girls who are from Africa and you are thinking, oh, I wanna join an interracial family. I wanna have an interracial family. Like for instance, you are an Africa and you are thinking to get married to someone who is not African, or maybe even if it is African but you are not in the same race. I want to be sharing with you some of the tips and hacks and also the do's and the don'ts when you're joining an interracial family. Okay, so welcome to my channel. So, and please don't get offended. If I say anything wrong, just tell me. But don't get offended because I know my sisters very well. I know myself and I know where we come from, how we normally do things. Okay? And this video is just my opinions and not to hurt anyone, not to discriminate anyone, and not to bully anyone in whichever way. Okay? So welcome to my channel. So the first thing, if you're coming from Africa, especially from Kenya, and you are joining an interracial family, maybe you, for instance, you are Kenyan, you are thinking, oh, I want to get married to a white person who lives in Germany or who lives in Turkey. I know most of you don't like Turkey, but I kid you not, Turkey is the best country that you can live. I'm not kidding you. So I'm going to be using Turkey because it is where I live. So you're thinking, oh, I want to come to Turkey to get married there and fall in love and have a family and start a family. Do number one, you should consider actually getting married to an interracial, like someone who is not the same in your race. The reason why I'm telling you, I'm going to be listing down. So what you should not do when you are coming here, you have already gotten married maybe in this country or in another country. Do not, and I repeat, do not belittle yourself. Do not make yourself to be as little. Like, do not allow anyone to belittle you, and also do not see yourself as little. What I mean is by you see yourself as oh, I'm not the same like them. Oh, I'm not the same. We normally say we are not in the same class, or we are not in the same, like when you see your skin and then you start actually feeling insecure with your skin. Do not. Point number one, do not belittle yourself. Be yourself, be authentic, and let people know who you are, your personality. Do not change because you want to impress a certain people, or you want to impress those people that you are getting married to. That is a failure, number one. Another thing you should not do is actually do not let people belittle you. That is something else, just the same like the point number one. Do not let people belittle you. Do not let people tell you, oh, you cannot do this, you cannot do this, you cannot be a good wife because you are from Africa, you cannot be a good mother because you are from Africa, or you are from Kenya. Hell no. Africans are best mothers, they are best wives in the world. So do not let anyone cheat or tell you that you cannot do it. You can do it. When you are going there, go there with bravery, like a brave woman. Be yourself and don't let anyone belittle you. Point number two, when you are joining an interracial family, you're going to find people that are not your sisters, they are not your brothers, they are not your moms, they are not your dads, they're not your uncles, they're not your relatives. Even though you are getting married to an interracial, now you have a family, you must remember that these people, they're not your real people that you were born with. So, what am I trying to say? You must accept the way they are and learn how to live with them. If they are bad people, like if they are not with good character, especially if they are not doing anything wrong to you, but you just know that these people, we cannot go along with maybe a certain relative, because let me be real, not everybody will accept you, not everybody will like you, and it is okay. So if you're coming in that family, accept the way they are. Just know, this person doesn't like me, or maybe if that person did a certain thing to you or try to discriminate you in any form, just make sure that you are keeping boundaries. That is number 3. Make sure that you are keeping boundaries between people. Do not let people in your life, especially when you are newlywed, do not let them tell you what you should do, what you should not do, how you should dress, how. The main person who can actually control you or tell you do not do this and do this, it is the person that who has married you. Apart from that, any other person, whether it's your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your sister-in-law, do not let them actually control what you want to do or say anything. It is good to correct you if you have done something wrong, but not let them interfere with your marriage, okay? Another point, when you are thinking of getting married internationally, like in another country or in another race, you must understand that not everybody will like you, and you must grow a thick skin. And what I mean by a thick skin is that you're gonna receive those bad looks, you're gonna receive people who can discriminate you. Of course, I also have some few people, I won't be mentioning, but I have some few people who just look at me and say, oh, she came here, she took our husband, she took our sons, blah 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 blah. And they are not my relative, but they are not our relative, but they normally talk. So for me, I just ignore them and concentrate on myself and my family here, because at the end of the day, they don't matter. Do not listen to anyone, okay? Now, another point that you should not do, this one is actually what you should do. When you are coming in an international family, because you are African, let's say you are Kenyan, try to be or try to do what they are doing. For instance, if they're eating a certain food, try to eat that food to actually make them feel that you appreciate their culture. Do not say that, oh, because I'm African, I'm used to ugali, and here they are eating some ekmek. Ekmek is bread. I won't be eating. My sister, you are going wrong. Just accept their culture, accept their food, accept what they are doing, and also learn from that. What can you do? If you are coming from Africa and there are certain things that we don't do in Africa, of course it is good to tell yourself or to speak to them, to tell them. If it is something really, really bad they are doing, then you are like, this I can't handle. Then it is good to speak your mind and tell them, no, I cannot do this. But if they are not doing anything wrong, it is just a matter of food, or maybe exchange food or exchange cultures, I don't think it can harm you in any way. In fact, you're going to be learning from them. Like, for instance, when I came here, I found that circumcision here, it is done in a different way, whereby it is a big wedding. It is a big wedding here when it comes to circumcision, especially when the boy is big. Mustafa already has been circumcised. We are waiting until when he is around 12 years, and then we're going to be celebrating. So, tamam, Baba. Tamam. Tamam. Tamam, go to play. Tamam. So, in Turkey, we call circumcision sunnet. They have the sunnet wedding. The sunnet wedding is a major event here in Turkey, and in Africa we normally don't do the wedding thing, like the sunnet thing, a big thing, even though in some tribes we have this big celebration, but it's not done the way it is done here. So So when you are joining a certain family and you find that they are doing some cultural things that they are not harming you in any way, join them and be like them. Do not sit down when you are coming and then start saying, oh, because I'm Africa, I want to do the way Africans are doing. I don't want to talk with them. I don't want to assist them in any way. I don't want to negotiate with them or to associate with them. No, associate with them, with them, learn their culture, learn how they are doing things. Another thing that you should do is actually to learn immediately. Start learning their language. If you are going in a foreign land, it is important for you to learn that foreign language, because it's going to help you in many ways. For instance, if you are planning to actually work there, you need to know that language. For instance, if you're coming to get married in Turkey, please find a way to learn Turkish, 1 or 2, at least averagely. And also, it's going to help you if you are negotiating, not even talking to other people. For instance, something bad happens to you, you know, it's so difficult to explain to a person who doesn't understand English, because most of Turkish people, they do not speak English. So you have to try and learn their language. I'm averagely trying to learn Turkish, and very soon I'll be speaking comfortably. So try to learn their language, study their language. It's going to help you even when you are raising your kids. It's going to help you when you want to find some job, or just to talk with the locals or with the people or do business with them. Okay, another thing you should do when you are getting married internationally, you have to actually not forget the people that you left in Kenya. If you have kids, maybe you have 1 or 2 kids, and let me tell you, there is so much, it is so much for me to talk about this, because I am talking from my experience. Having a child and being away from that child, it is something that it is actually hurting also myself. I don't want to talk about myself because it's going to hurt some people in one way or another, and that's why I normally don't talk about my son. He's okay. He's going to be joining me maybe in time, inshallah. But if you have kids and you are planning to go internationally, do not forget those kids. And not only your kids. If you don't have kids, or maybe if you have, do not forget your parents. Remember to call them. Remember to tell them every step that you are taking. If you are doing something, remember to communicate with them. If it is your brothers, remember to communicate with them. Do not say that, oh, because niko majuu, because I'm abroad, I cannot associate with those people, or they are back in the village, I'm gonna leave them. Don't do that. They're still your people. They're still your parents. They're still your brothers and sisters. They're still your kids. Try to work as you find. I understand when you go to a certain country and the processing papers for you actually, and also even just to get a job, it can take a longer time. And for some of us, living, if you have kids, like for me, I have 2 kids, leaving these kids going to work, it can be tricky. That's why you see most of the time I'm working from home. If you want to work outside, it can be tricky. That's why I'm telling you, do not forget the people that you have left at home, because at one point you're gonna need them in whichever way. Okay, now as I'm trying to wind up, because I don't want to make the video too much long, I'm going to do another part maybe next time. If you are enjoying my video and you want to see more and hear more about myself, not myself, about more girl related stuff, women related stuff. I'm not a girl anymore. I have 3 kids now. More with more years. So if you're enjoying my video and you like my content, please like this video. Just like it, and then also subscribe to my channel, and let's grow together. Okay, now another thing you should not do if you're coming from Africa. You know, some of us from Africa, we have been taught, we grew up differently. So we have that kiburi, not kiburi, that pride, that ego. You want to be like, especially if you have a big body. For me, I don't have a big body, so even if someone want to beat me, he's gonna beat me. So if you're coming from Africa and you know that you are well up, like umejaza, you understand what I'm saying, you are big well enough to slap someone, please do not engage in unnecessary fights. If you see maybe your neighbors are doing something wrong that it's concerning you, do not engage in gossiping, starting a fight, something like that gonna trigger your anger, especially if you have especially if you have anger issues or you know your temper. Do not try to fight with them. Just be mature enough. Sit in your newly home and do some stuff. Find something to do. Do not engage in gossips because it won't help you in any way. But Jim, sit down. Be careful. Be careful. The cut thing that you should do when you are going in an international family, if you're gonna find children there, maybe that man already had married and he has kids. Treat those step kids as your own. Do not go there and start saying, oh, these kids are not mine, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do this. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Accept those children as your own. Respect them, love them, show them the right direction, and do not make problem between their father or their mother. Accept them the way they are. I have two very cute stepsons, even though we are almost the same age, especially the elder one, not the same age. My elder son, the stepson, is almost 25 there, in 30. And so we are just almost, but not the same. So they normally call by my name, my second name, Nelima. They don't call me Anne or mother or whatever. In Turkey, you won't hear those names. They know their mother, and I appreciate their mother because she brought them up well. They are so amazing kids. They love me. They respect me. They call me sister. Here in Turkey, you will hear most of the time they say habla. Habla means sister or kardesh. Kardesh, it is siblings or maybe something like this. But in most cases, they're gonna call you habla Nelma, habla Phoebe, like this. So they have just we have just mutual respect and mutual agreement, and also there's no any problem between me and them. These 3 years that I've stayed in this house, I have not quarreled, I have not gotten in a fight, I have not even done anything like that can trigger my anger, or they have not done anything wrong between me and them. They are so respectful. The younger one is almost 14, 15 years there. They normally come and go because they are staying with their mom. The elder one is in the university. They are amazing kids, I kid you not. So when you are going in that family, love those kids, respect them, and learn their way of actually communicating. If they don't like you at first, be patient with them. Okay? Now, I have shared with you most of the things, and above all things that I have shared with you is to put God first. Remember to put God first. If you're coming in another internationally, like you are going in another family and you find that they are not in your religion and you are good to go, do not try to change your religion because of anyone. Do not let them force you to change your religion. I'm a Christian, they are Muslims. They have not changed me and I'm not changing. Just let them respect your decision and serve the God that you have been serving. Pray for your family, pray for your marriage, respect your husband, love mother-in-law and father-in-law, love sister-in-law, and if they are there. So I don't want to make this video too much long. I'm gonna finish my raisins here, and I'll be making another video maybe to talk more. Let's talk more, because there are so many things that we can learn from each other. I'm not I'm not perfect. I don't mean to say that my marriage is so perfect. I have failed terribly in life in terms of relationship, but I always keep up going and rising up each and every day and learning more. So I want to share with you the wisdom, the knowledge that I've learned throughout my life, my entire life, in terms of relationship, in terms of traveling abroad, staying with people, and also many other things that I have learned. Until next time again, I'll see you. Bye bye. Mustafa is always ready to say bye bye. Come, Adike. Yes, say bye bye. Adike, bye bye. Adike, come say bye bye. Say bye bye. Bye bye.
Open eye,
Yeah, very cute.
feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide.